going to show you the formal British way to eat a grapefruit. Grapefruits are delicious, but not everyone likes them. However, if you are confronted with a grapefruit in a formal dining setting, I'm going to show you how best to approach eating it. The grapefruit is a citrus fruit. Coming from a tree, this is a rather large type of fruit. It is sour to semi-sweet and can be sometimes a little bitter. The interior of the grapefruit is segmented like an orange and can vary in colour from pale yellow to dark pink. The grapefruit originated from Barbados. It was an accidental crossing of a sweet orange and a pomelo, both of which were introduced from Asia in the 17th century. In 2019, the world grapefruit production was 9.3 million tonnes. That's a lot of grapefruit. 53% of that came from China. Other producers of grapefruit of significance include the US, Mexico, and Vietnam. Eating grapefruit or drinking grapefruit juice can be dangerous, as it can interact with many medications and have adverse reactions. So please check with your doctor if you are indeed taking any medications that it's safe to eat a grapefruit. Some people are also allergic to grapefruits. The grapefruit should be presented in the bowl in half. The chef should have already loosened the segments of the grapefruit and removed any seeds. However, if this hasn't been done, you have two options. The first option is to use a grapefruit knife. This is a knife which has serrated edges on either side and a curve of the knife inwards to help you cut the segments within the grapefruit. It also has a sharp tip to loosen the grapefruit flesh. The other option is to use a grapefruit spoon. Now, this special item also has a serrated edge down the top of the spoon to act as the knife would, and perhaps is a little bit safer for younger children to use. The same premise applies, however, that you can then release the flesh and scoop the grapefruit. However, in a formal dining setting, one would use a fork to eat the grapefruit and the grapefruit knife to assist. To eat the grapefruit, I take the knife and cut down using a sawing action around the segment of grapefruit. I now take my fork, and it is acceptable to place it into your right hand with the fork tines down, spear the segment of grapefruit, and now neatly place it into your mouth to eat. Any rind, seeds or pith that come away as you cut the grapefruit should be deposited in the bowl, as you do not need to eat that. You continue using the knife and the fork to enjoy your grapefruit. If you do not wish to hold the grapefruit, you can use your fork instead. I love grapefruit. I often have it as part of my breakfast, as it gives me a citrusy kickstart to the day. It's also delicious to add a small segment to a gin and tonic. Why don't you try it next time? Do you enjoy grapefruit? And have you ever come across one in a formal dining setting? Let me know in the comments below.